Let's go. I'm feeling much better now, guys, but not 100%. Ready to go, man. How y'all doing today? All right, let's get into it. Let's make sure everything is working properly, and then I'll get started right now. All right, let's go. So yeah, man. So let's see what's going on right now on gold, and then Nas. Let me see. Let me put it up. All right. So right now for gold, man, I think we're gonna go up just a little bit, maybe for a retracement. I would like to see that, but realistically, I may not even get that, to be honest, because price respected the 15 MA, the H1 MA, and price started selling there for a sell around this zone here. So we could get a potential small pullback, but overall, I have take profit going down here, and on this trade, as it goes down, I'll be ready to, you know, take a proper entry that's going to give me a nice bag. But this is looking pretty good. One thing I like right now is on the daily time frame. Price gave entry from the top, and that's also because we have all red bearish candle as well. So we are very bearish on this overall setup here. Right now, we could see potential pullback, but this is just to give us better entries, and then at the daily line we could literally get our entry right now and just be in that trade. Now if you do get a pullback, which you can get a pullback, it's going to go back up here to retest. That's about 100 pips or so. So that's a potential drawdown that could happen on this move. But do keep in mind tomorrow is NFP. So we gotta be alert. We gotta be ready to see what's gonna come our way. But overall, this was a decent setup today. The fact that it tested out up there at the top, sold, and then gave us another pullback here was pretty nice entry for this entry here to hold on to it. But overall, it is dropping smoothly for the downtrend. We could get a potential pullback later on, and then from there, the next H4 candles is going to be very bearish. So I am expecting a sell, but I'm not going to also rush an entry as well. And it's also transitioning to a new month, which is very interesting to see because the new month is just in the market. It just started already. What did I just do? Right there. Yeah, the new month just started, so we're gonna get some good moves here. Um, yeah, this gonna be a big move coming soon. New candle just started for the month. It already closed in a bearish formation, and we still pretty bullish overall on the weekly, but on the daily we are moving bearish. So we'll see what happens here, man. We're gonna have some good, very good moves here. And overall, like I was saying before, I'm thinking price is going to drop towards this area here, potentially long term, based on all the confirmation that I have already been seeing. So I'm overall looking for a downtrend, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high for a new lower low, and then we could get a potential smaller pullback, and then continuation. This is how it looks on the H1 time frame. This morning we had two bearish H1 candle that made a nice move, but we could see prices pushing back up a bit. Volume is also pushing up a little bit as well. Yeah, bro. We definitely been locked in on this move, and I believe once we having those breakouts, we're going to definitely catch that momentum. So this is what I'm expecting as of right now. Again, we may get a pullback, like around this area here. We may get a pullback, but we just have to be on our toes to catch this entry. Now, the reason why I'm not rushing as well on this potential setup is because tomorrow is NFP, so non-farm payroll tomorrow, Friday, first day of every month. Every first Friday of every month. So it's gonna be nice. So as of right now, price already completed the pattern that we've been talking about already. All right, price already completed that pattern, which is coming from the top to the middle. Let me hide this real quick. All right, coming from the top to the middle, from the middle to the bottom. Easy. From the top to the middle to the middle to the bottom. Now we at the bottom. All right, we could say potentially we could do from the bottom to the middle to the middle to the top. We could say that, but based on what I'm already seeing right now, we already confirm on a downtrend. Now it can change. It could change, but from the H4, it's really looking bearish right now. And one thing that is for certain is when price breaks this area, after the retest, it's just going to keep going down. I personally, if it is going to sell, just would like to be in an entry somewhere up here or anywhere up there, just so I could capitalize on this profit, get the re-entry, and continue capitalizing on it. So as this lower high is forming, it's going to give us opportunities to enter. We had an opportunity this morning, but I didn't enter it because, I didn't want to take any risks. Because NFP, tonight in NFP, I want to be able to take a better risk. So we had this happening. This is the downtrend that we in. Lower low, lower high. Now, here's the thing. If we are not careful, we can get messed up if we get caught up in a buy trend here. We also have to keep in mind that this is a strong support zone. All right, and then potentially we could do higher highs. High lows, high, reach this to try to go to top with Benjamin H4. But as this happens, we'll be able to see all of that. We just have to stay focused. You see what I'm saying? And just take the best trade. Like, how many times, I know it's happened to me multiple times. How many times where you were so right, you were so on point, but every time you enter the trade, you lose to the point where you just give up. And then you watch the move happening going in your direction. You see what I'm saying? That sucks. And I don't want that for none of my students here. So what we do now, well, here's one of the cheat sheet too that we do. When we are trading throughout the week, from what I've noticed so far, it's so much easier to trade the zone to zones on the H4 time frame and then H1 time frame. Here's why. Because if you know the zone to zone on the H4, you're already ahead of the curve. You already have an average range of how many pips you could catch just within those zones. That's one. Second thing is the H4 and H1 is slower. So you're going to be less reactive, at least from what I've noticed, from my experience. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be less reactive when there's crazy moves happening in the market because you are trading the 4-hour window. So if you're trading the 4-hour window, right? There's 4 hours, that's 4 H1 candle. That's 4 of these candles and one of those 1 candles. And you could see how big those candles is. Right? They're pretty big. Meaning if you just wait and chill until it actually ends, you could make a lot more profit. I think we will make a lot more profit. I'm going to put that into action. I've been doing it this week. That's why I've been a little bit more patient than before. And also, I'm on a trip, so I've fully experienced like really being patient and not being too active in the market. So watching the H4 time frame definitely have made a big difference. And the reason why I fully even like made peace with that and accept that as a fact is because I know this price was, since earlier, it was coming from the top Bollinger, so I was really paying attention to the H4 because I knew from here it had to go there, and then from there it had to go here. We had multiple consolidations here, but I stayed on the H4 time frame because I knew that price had to go down towards this bottom Bollinger here after it broke this area. That's how I made the 5,000 total profit on the funded account that I'm trading on, because it was a given. It was like right there. It's like, all right, it's on the zone, you're going down here. So I was able to be a little bit more patient for the move compared to, like, I could think back the other style of trading I used to do, being on the 1 and 5 minute time frame, just adding those entries. It's so much manipulation and so much emotional like manipulation happening that we don't even need to be a part of all of that. And if you're in the H4 time frame, you're going to have less emotion because you're fully just going to be patient until that candle closes, or the H1 time frame. You're going to be patient until that candle actually closes. So the way we're going to actually really be able to hold zone to zone is not even zone to zone, but being able to make the most out of the trades that we are in is if we focus on the higher time frame, H1 and H4. So hopefully that makes sense. I'll be creating some more videos explaining that process once I get back and show you guys how to, trade using that strategy. Like, guys, the way I trade now has changed completely. And it may seem like I'm not winning as much as I used to, but trust me, I'm winning so much more than how I used to because of the knowledge and experience, right? Like, even if the dollar amount based on the profits that I'm making right now, adjusting to this new style of trading, even if the dollar amount is not equaling to how I used to trade before amount, but it's in the works because I am so much more strategic now and just super precise. And this is how I know that the next level of success is going to be so much more greater, because it's going to be very, very strategic, meaning it's repeatable and it's scalable. If something is not very like strategic, it's not going to be able to repeat itself over time, and it's not going to be able to scale. Because here's the thing, and I know we all love doing the stacking, which is cool and all, but realistically, you see what I'm saying? Realistically, on the smaller time frame when we are doing that, even on the higher time frame when we are doing that, not only we opening ourselves to more risk, not only we don't know fully the exact amount of what we are risking total, because we adding to it. So all of that is just putting us in the losing column. And like I said, it works. You could hit, but realistically, it gets to a point where you add so many lot size, you don't even know how many entries total you have. You don't even know how many lot size for real you have. So it's like, it's very emotional draining. And then when it all goes wrong, it all goes wrong, meaning blowing account, because there was no real calculation to how much that was exposed. And I'm saying that because I really want you guys to first adopt the mindset to why we are not doing that no more, and why we are adjusting and adapting to a better style of trading. Same jackpot strategy, same zone to zone, same Ichimoku cloud, same thing. Except what we're focusing on right now is execution. Being able to be strategic with our entries so that we are able to repeat the process and be able to scale. So I'll show you guys, like I said, more in videos that I'll be creating in the future. But overall, my next trade on gold is going to be one, max 3 trade. Max 3 trade. Max. Like, the time I decided not to do that and I kind of slowly fell back into old habits, every time I've slipped up in this process since the past, I would say 6 months or so or more, adjusting to this process, every time I've gone backwards, I lost like 2,000 to 4,000 every time. Literally every time. And then it takes me time now to get back, because that chips away from, not chips away from confidence, but that's a big part of it. Chips away from confidence, one. And also it chips away from equity. So sometimes your lot size is not going to be as big as before, because now you have to make up for losses. So it's a whole mental process, bro, we have to overcome. But I think overall we've been doing great. And I think this month of August and on, we going to hit big time. I'm about to really lock in the next 5 months to end the year, to close out the year. And yeah, it's going to hit. It's going to hit, because all of this we doing right now, showing up to the labs, asking questions, following the videos, seeing how everything works. All of that we doing right now is just preparing us for that moment. And if you don't adopt and adjust yourself to what works the best, we're going to keep repeating cycles. And I know a lot of you guys are tired. You don't want to keep repeating cycles. So with that being said, let's see where gold is headed to. H1 right here, H4. I know we going here, okay? So let's make one thing clear, and then we're gonna need that conviction. We're gonna need to believe in it, okay? The only place I think gold could potentially go up to test would be right here for a nice buy, because volume is slowly making its way up there. Now, once price reach that area, right now in the 15, it wants to sell. But when price reach wherever it wants to sell the best, what's going to happen is, first, let me see if I could. I wish I could draw and not affect the analysis, like make a brand new layout. Probably could do that, and I just don't know. All right, here we go. Let's say we take this right here, and we know price could sell from here. It's gonna break this area. So that's 30-minute time frame, right? But before that, we're going to have early sales entries. Right here. Because when price breaks H1 bottom Bollinger, that also means it's going to go to 5-minute bottom Bollinger, and it's also going to go to 15-minute bottom Bollinger from the middle to the 15. Remember, zone to zone, from here to here to here to there now, where we are going potentially. Then 30-minute time frame to here. The only issue here is that the last retest we had was since July 24th at the middle Bollinger on the 30-minute time frame. Price reached close on July 30th to give a new entry around the middle Bollinger Band, but did not fully reach. So it went down, break the bottom Bollinger Band to try to go further down. It was rejected. And then we could see price try to go up here last night. It couldn't do it. So therefore, this area still remained untouched. So that's mean there's liquidity there that market makers could try to push up price, fully give us a retest, take out early sellers, because you know the market is known for doing that, right? Take out the early sellers, then gives us a nice sell opportunity here to keep going down. I'm going to keep watching this volume indicator here, the JPS MACD. I'm going to keep watching this volume indicator here just so I could see where volume is going to break out of. Is it going to break out of back above the 50 to the top, or is it going to break out of at the bottom to try to push price lower and lower? So it's going to be very interesting to see. Actually, looking forward to that. Now, if price sells, okay, if price sells, that means it's going to go towards bottom Bollinger Band on this area, okay, and then on the H4 time frame, it's going to break that one as well. Damn, that's going to be a crazy sell. And then from there, if all of that happens, just know, based on zone to zone, we going here, man. That's all there is to it. Like, that's just the blueprint. Now, of course, everything I'm saying right now is probability, right? We're going to know if the strategy works the more we see it plays out in front of us, the more our prediction plays out in front of us, and we are right. It builds on our confidence. We're going to see it more, you know, the more we make profit on our predictions. Because, look, I'm going to be honest. You could, you know, get in a trade for buy or sell, not really know what's going on, scalp the trade, make some profit, right? You get hit like that, right? You could even gamble. Say, just take 10 trade, buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, and you probably still hit 4 out of 10. That's just what it is in trading, probability. But I'm going to be honest, and everyone have different goals. I have different goals. You guys have different goals. I know my personal goals. You guys have your own personal goals. You're not going to be a true profitable trader. Never mind, forget influence. Forget influence. Like I said, everyone's goal is different. Forget influence. But you're not going to be a true bona fide profitable millionaire trader in a reasonable amount of time if you don't know where the direction of the market is going when you are entering the trade. Meaning having a sense, an idea based on your analysis of where price is going. This is why I created the Jackpot strategy. This is why I've been able to use it to make profit. This is why a lot of you guys know me today, because it helped me get an idea of where market is going. And when back then, okay, when looking at the jackpot strategy is giving me these confirmation, I'm entering trades, right? I'm adding lot size, right? And I'm hitting. I'm winning big. I'm having great success because the strategy is actually helping me make that type of profit because I'm adding the trades based on what the strategy is saying. Now, all I'm doing right now is simply adjusting that style of trading to a more simplified way so that I'm able to repeat the process over a long period of time and be able to scale to the next level at the same time. So the best way to do that is reduce the noise, reduce all the entries, compact all those entries into 1 to 3 entries. You see what I'm saying? And then, based on my strategy, zone to zone, have my stop loss, have my take profit, and cash out on these entries as price goes in my direction. That's it. That's all I've been doing. That's all I'm doing right now. That's where I'm at right now in my process, where I'm at in trading. Once that's solidified, and it's like a routine, it's a strategy that this is what I do, no more multiple entries, then now I'm going to be able to scale very, very quickly because it's going to start off with 0.50s. Then it's going to be standards 3 times. Then it's going to be 2 standards 3 times. Then it's going to be 5 standards. Then 10 standards. Then 20 standards. Then 50 standards. That's how you scale. See what I'm saying? Because if you don't focus and strategize like that, you're never going to be able to scale and do that 20 standard one day or a 50 standard one day. You're not going to be able to get to that position to do that. Now, yes, you may be able to get by with adding multiple lot size. Yes, you may be able to make some profit here and there. But like I said, for you guys to go to the next level and scale strategically, meaning you knowing exactly what's going on, you know exactly how much is on the line for you to be able to make. Once you do that, and you know the direction of the market and the timing of the market, then you're going to go to the next level real quickly. So those of you guys that, been following and tuning in to the live session, seeing the transformation and just locking in with me, you guys, I urge you to follow my footstep and do exactly what I'm saying right now. Like, I know it's easy to do multiple trades. I know it's cool and you make a lot of profit. It makes you feel like you're doing something. You feel me? But if you follow this game plan, everything is going to work out. The next thing is just being able to understand, how to utilize the jackpot strategy properly. And also the risk management game plan that I've put together for you guys to show you guys exactly how to scale. So once we put all of that into motion, it's next level from there. So guys, I'm doing my part on my end to just get ready and get you guys on that same program. But overall, it's been going good. It's been some time and some working on myself and making sure that I'm doing it for myself. But I feel like I got it now. And I feel like I've overcome the urge of doing a lot of lot size. And I feel like I've also overcome the urge to rush in the market. It's just like, all right, I know I've just made peace to the fact that I'm not missing out on nothing. I'm only missing out when I do the wrong thing. You see what I'm saying? Start thinking like that. You are only missing out in the market when you don't follow your game plan. Because you self-sabotage, you take bad trades, you revenge trade, you're trading with emotions, you're taking losses back to back. It's only putting you backwards. So in your head, in your mind, in your heart, in your soul, you want to move forward. But all of our bad habits, right, is just not only just keeping us still, but it's actually pushing us back in trading. That's just how it works in this game, right? You go backwards, meaning you taking losses. That's taking away from your equity, putting you backward, chipping away from your confidence, chipping away from your equity, all making you feel in a certain way that's only going to lead you to a downhill pathway. Like, you don't want to get to that point. And if with a game plan, Even if you're in losses right now, you can come back because it's like a, a fresh breath that you taking. Like now, I'm about to trade the right way, trade the game plan. But like I said, guys, it's easier said than done, man. You'll have to go through it yourself. Oh, that was good. I need more candy. My soul is creeping in again. Give me a second. All right. So, this is how this looks. Let's throw back the analysis. I'm going to do a downtrend line here just to make sure that I'm tracking this thing as it goes. This is where I'm trying to trap all of the sellers on my entries. I need my entries right here, here, or here. Anywhere here is good entries. Let me write it for you guys. So right here, 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 okay, or here at the breakout. Here underneath this retest, when it retests. Here at the trend line, retest, break. Here, trend line, retest, break. By the time it breaks this zone, entries, entries. By the time it breaks those zones, we going to TP. That's it. We going to TP, and I think NFP is gonna push it, guys. So you already know me. I'm gonna be super locked in on this potential setup that's coming. I'm gonna be ready for it. I'm taking a nice, decent risk tomorrow, and based on what the confirmation is telling me, I'll see what we get. But yeah, that's pretty much it for gold, for real, for me. Besides that, I'm just waiting for NFP to give me what it's gonna give me, and then I'm gonna enter the trade, take a nice risk. Like I said, we're not multiple trades. It's gonna be a 1 standard or a 2 0.50. You know what I'm saying? Simple. If I lose, I lose. If I don't, it's just what it is. You gotta just attack the market like that, guys. That's just what's going on. So we'll see how it all plays out tomorrow. But I'm looking for sells on gold, though. What do you guys think NFP is gonna do tomorrow? I want to hear y'all perspective. Chat, what you guys think is going to happen tomorrow for NFP? Non-farm payroll. You don't know what that is? Look it up, man. What do you guys think non-farm payroll is going to do? We got
You Josh in the chat, what's going on, my guy? Randy, locked in. Randy, you killing it, man. Alright, let's see. We have to stay disciplined even if we are sure. We are sure. 100% facts, you just 100% facts, man. Big facts. I caught it going during London session. I caught it this during New York. Nice work, Randy. Yep, more accurate zone in the higher time frame for sure. Of course. See, what's gonna help us with our psychology and build on top of our discipline is us having confidence in our tools. Seeing the move, seeing the confirmation, taking action. Seeing the move, seeing the confirmation, taking action. Alright? The more wins we have at the end of the week, the end of the month, the more confident we're going to be going on the new months. And the more confident we are with a game plan, the more profit we're going to make, because the more bold we're going to get with the indicator. That's the momentum we want to get into. That's like the zone you want to get into. But if you confident and bold and you are being wrong in the market, as far as like you have a losing probability, overall losing probability, yeah, it's going to be real tough. Because one of those days your confidence is going to kick in and you're just going to blow your account. Been there. I want to go back. Yeah, right now we got daily line at a new zone above the daily, above the monthly. Jonathan said he's looking for buys. So if he's looking for buys, let's see why. And also feel free to share why as well, Jonathan. Give us a better idea, a better perspective of what you're seeing. Maybe you seeing a perspective that may be beneficial to all of us. Excuse me. So as of right now, from what I could see to confirm buys, price is above the daily entry and also monthly line. On the H1 time frame, same thing, above the daily. And then from there, we go to the H4 time frame. See, on the H4 time frame now, look, I want you guys to really pay attention to this. All right. So in the H4 time frame, we having higher highs, higher lows here on the stochastic. It hasn't crossed yet. Right? It hasn't crossed just yet. But this pattern right here also showing up right here. High, low. The low, and then it's looking like it want to cross back above. So I'm not doubting the buys as well. I think it could possibly buy. Who knows? So if you are buying, your best entry is right here, right now. Above the daily, above the monthly. Stop loss right underneath. Because during NFP, you won't know if you want an early entry. It doesn't really matter. If you do want an early entry, where price is at right now is definitely a good attempt for a buy. You see what I'm saying? If you want an early entry. But either way, NFP is gonna buy NFP. The market is going to align itself perfectly to give us a good direction. And sometimes if it's not clear, even during NFP, I may not do anything. I may just wait until after the news and then capitalize on the rest of the move
to finish out the day. So tonight and tomorrow, I'm really going to be locked in for real, just capitalizing on the opportunities that the market is going to be given. So we'll see how it all plays out. I'm definitely excited to see. But right now, based on momentum and volume and everything is saying to sell gold, man. Like, dude, I want to really see what's going on for real. By tomorrow, we'll know. And during that FP, if I don't do a manual enter, I'm gonna do an entry underneath the daily entry line and stop loss right above it, because if news happen with one big candle, it'll just take my trade and go straight to profit for me. So we'll see what happens. Like, we'll see what's going on. Any more guesses? Any more thoughts? Yeah, the bullish power is not, it's not really strong as of right now. That doesn't mean it's not gonna come, but it's not strong. The only thing that would kind of make me a little bit hesitant tomorrow is, seeing price under stochastic so low. That's it right there. Like, they are so low. And hey, it could do a big move, man. It could really do a big move for more continuation. When we in trend, the market go more crazier, like huge move, man. Huge moves, bro. So we'll see. All right, Jonathan saying yesterday's lows and Wednesday's lows. Yeah, it did test it. It did test it. That's a 400 pips tomorrow. Standard hold to this 400 pips. That's 4K tomorrow, man. On a standard lot size. So if I do a sell stop here tomorrow with a, let's say, 50 pip stop loss, risking 500 to make 4K, that's a great deal. I'm definitely doing a standard tomorrow for sure. Like, for the news on gold, for most likely gonna be for sale. It's most likely gonna be for sale. Yeah, that's a nice. Yeah, I'm going definitely doing a standard tomorrow, and I'm gonna risk 50 pips, $500. It's news. It should go fast. I hope we don't get a double wick. I hope we don't get a double wick. But whichever happens, I'm gonna be ready for it. I'm putting 500 on the line. So from some trades I did earlier in the week, I'm in profit. So overall, I'll be risking what I made basically. And yeah, we'll see how that works out, man. Sometimes, like, for us to go to the next level, you gotta step it up. So if you've been doing 0.01, step it up and start doing 0.02, 0.05s. If you've been doing 0.05 with newer information now and experience, start leveling up, doing 0.15, 0.20s on your trade. For others, you're doing 0.25, start doing 0.50s. And then standards, and then 2 standards, and 5 standards, and 10 standards. Like, that should be the goal, to scale. Yeah, you could make a living off of this, but trading offers way much more than that. And once the goal and the vision become much stronger, then, the pain, you're going to make it happen. Some people, they just want to make a part-time income in trading, and that's it. So they already literally trained their mind that they don't need to put in that much effort to, you know, make a part-time income because they only want to make a part-time income. You see what I'm saying? So they're not gonna do as much back tests as they should have been doing. They're not gonna be locked in as they really should be. You see what I'm saying? But if you were to be like, I want to make $1 million in trading, and you become obsessed over that, now your level of dedication is going to be completely different. So that's why I say what I say. And saying that, I really hope that the gold don't give me a nasty entry tomorrow, like a horrible entry tomorrow. For real, like I would hate that. I just love when I've been waiting for a move, right? And during the high impact news, I do get it. But not only I get it, price goes my way. Oof. That'd be a great way to end the week, man. That's all you need. So I'm just gonna wait to see, man, what happens for real. How we're gonna really capitalize on this, and then we should be good to go. This thing is already selling early, but that I know that's a trick though. It's like, are you really gonna sell before before NFP? It can, because we are in a trend. It definitely can. This is literally a bona fide downtrend. It doesn't get any more downtrend than that. Let me add a rectangle here as well. Yeah, it doesn't get more downtrend than that, man. A true downtrend right there. I wish I could do like, it's not gonna let me do it. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah. I don't want to do too much lines on my chart, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is, guys. But yeah, I think gold is going to go up for a little bit. Give us a re-entry opportunity. I'm hoping. Give us an entry opportunity for tomorrow. NFP. Let me look at my FX book. Yeah, non-farm payroll July. Yeah, high impact news in 11 hours for me. You see unemployment rate as well. Average hourly earnings is gonna come out as well. Yeah, we got some events tomorrow. We got some events tomorrow, guys. Global manufacturing PMI July. 12 hours, 19 minutes. Yeah. Y'all boys be ready, man. Oh, man, look at this. Is that gold trying to do what I think it's doing? Look, either way, I'm going to sit on my hands and wait for NFP, bro. I'm not going to self-sabotage myself tonight, right? Lose out on the opportunity by taking unnecessary losses and prevent myself from risking a standard 2 standard tomorrow. Like, I'm not doing that. That's a no-no. Like, I know I'm not doing that. So if I'm not buying from this daily entry right now with a tight stop loss, I'm not participating. Matter of fact, let me close the sell on my funded account and enter a buy here at this daily line. Stop loss right underneath and close it right before NFP tomorrow. And then take my sell entries. Depend. I may end up be buying tomorrow. You never know. It depends on what the confirmation is telling me. But I'm excited for this news though. I feel like it's gonna be a good one. We haven't had a good one in a long time. I feel like it's going to be a good one tomorrow. So yeah, overall, this is still my analysis. Like I said, the only thing that worries me is the stochastic is so low, volume is so low, and you could see buyers trying to come up. Tomorrow, buyers may be back above here again, but it's gonna be something small like this, and probably drop again. So be on the lookout for that. H 30-minute time frame is how I look. H4 again. My worry. You see the stochastic, it may end up crossing over to go back up. So all of that is part of my worries. On the daily, it's already low. You see me? Like on the weekly is the only thing that's like, yeah, man, we going down overall. That's what the stochastic is saying right now. But I don't want to get caught up in no pullback on the smaller time frame. So that's why I'm not really rushing in anything. And I already take my biggest risk that I want to risk tomorrow during the NFP. So I'll be ready up in front of my chart, ready to go. Drop a nice, decent lot size. I take a loss. I'm done for the day. I make a bag. I walk away. Simple. 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 You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to overdo it. So let's see how this all plays out. All right, next pair. What do you guys think about NAS 100, man? What do you guys think about that one? I had it going down for a sell. It finally went down for a sell after it went and triggered stop loss at the top. So now it's like we just need to see how it's going to play out next. This was a nice sell though. This definitely was a nice sell from earlier this morning. Nice break and retest here. Very nice break and retest. Half trend all red before the sell. Very, very, very nice. Very nice. Alright, now we're pulling back. We may get a 50% pullback and then continue going down, or price may just start going all the way back up again. You know it's good for it, so just be careful. I'm going to remove this for now because it could change later. But right now we at an 800 MA. Sheesh. On NAS 100. So we may get a retest here and then the straight buys after that, man. You guys be ready for this because it could be a big one tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is going to be major events. And there's a lot that's been going on in the market overall, guys. There's a lot that's been going on. So, yeah. Yeah. Be ready. Just be on your toes. Just be on your toes, If you really wanted to take some good trades and take some risks, tomorrow is the chance to do it. Tomorrow is the chance to do it. And I think it's going to be nice. If it doesn't give a crazy move the way we expect, it's all good. The reason why I think it's going to be a good one too, like the new month is getting started and the new month is already showing bearish signs. So that's something that I'm keeping in mind as well. You know what I'm saying? But right now, I just want to make sure price stays above the daily and the monthly. And then from there, I just want to make sure that price push up a little bit more for me so I could get a better entry. If not, wherever I get the entry tomorrow, I'll take it. And then for NAS, I don't think I'll be trading NAS tomorrow at all. Maybe after NFP. But if I do trade NAS tomorrow, I want to get in a buy trade exactly at this corner here on the cloud. Exactly right here around the average daily range, which was also a 800 MA that we noticed here on the H1 time frame. H4. What did I see that H? 30 minute. Yeah, that's one right here. So that's a major support right here. Let's go ahead and mark it as what it is. All right, major support. All right, from that 800 MA, strong major support. Boom, just like that, and then change the color to all green. And there he goes. Just like that. So now that I have this looking like this, I'm going to go ahead and make sure I put up a trend line as well. Because look, we had a oh my goodness. We had a half trend entry here, kept pushing price up, a green buy signal from Jackpot strategy that kept pushing price up to this day, man, on NAS 100. That is ridiculous. Sheesh. All right, H4 time frame, that's where we at. Like I said, this trend line is definitely going to push price back, I think. So we're going to do this. Just like that. All right. And if it does sell, it's going to have to break this zone. Then we could expect to go to TP here. But that's going to take some time to happen, to be honest. Now it's pulling back a bit. We may get a 50% retracement, and then it's going to keep dropping, I think. Yeah, this was a decent drop, this one. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice move. It wasn't easy, but it was very nice, I have to say. I just love how the indicator really just shows us, man. Like, the level of focus and lock-in that I'm getting ready to, like, dive in right now, guys, like, just wait and see. It's all preparation. It's all preparation. Ready for NFP. I think I'm going to enter, like, if I don't do a pending order, I'm going to enter like 2 minutes before the news. 2 minutes before the news. So I could give myself enough time to enter on all my accounts with a nice lot size and then write it out. Because look, even if you risk only 0.50 for 50 pips, that's just 250, and you could make a grand. Risk 250 to make a grand, 500 to make 2 grand tomorrow on news. All right, we just have to figure out the direction. All right, once we figure out the direction, then we'll be able to get it. Until then, you know, we could just do our best, bro. That's all we could do, man. Just do our best. And that's all that matters. Our best. If you could just do your best, things will definitely work out. Now, here's the thing. This is where the mindset come in at, guys. Once you do that, right? Tomorrow, once you do that, make sure that whatever the situation, win or lose, emotionally you are stable. You're not mad if you lose, and you're not super happy if you win. Just be normal. Try to be normal and focus on more repeating the process. Celebrate the fact that, you know, you're trading the right way more than the money. Because trading the right way is just ultimately going to bring us more money. Yeah, I'm excited to see, man, what's going to happen. I'm excited to see what's going to happen for sure. I think Yeah, I'm gonna be ready in front of my chart like an hour before analyzing and really just locking in, bro. I'm putting a standard. I'm putting 0.50 to a standard on all my accounts, all across my accounts. On my funded, I hit 5K. I might risk like 2,500 tomorrow, so I might do like a 3 standard on that one tomorrow. So I'm going big tomorrow for sure. Like if it looks good, if the setups look good, I'm going hard. If the setup don't really look too good to me and I don't feel like that's the one, I'm just gonna do a smaller risk, but I'm still gonna risk anyway. You see what I'm saying? It's all about taking action. If we don't take the action, we never gonna know if we were right or wrong. We're just gonna find out after the move without being in it. Yeah, man. So, what are you guys thinking for NFP tomorrow, man? This is what I'm thinking. For Nas, this is my overview look. Oh, no. Something like that for Nas. And I already have the gold set up, which is right here. Yeah, so right now it's playing around, man. I've seen this way too many times where it act like it's gonna sell now, make you rush in a trade, sell now, and then by London session completely reverse against you, getting you stuck here. Now you have to wait for NFP for that thing to come back, if it comes back. So sometimes it's just best not to do nothing and just watch and plan. So yeah, we'll see how it all plays out. Let's see. But the sell, I have to say, man, the sell strong is very strong, bro. Like, sheesh, the sell strength is very, very, very strong, bro. It's very strong. It just really wants to just push down, like, dude. Yeah, let's see. This is the early sellers trap, I call it. I would think so. It's the early sellers trap. All right. Let's see on the 30-second. If volume crossing, damn, volume is all bearish. 15-second, damn, all bearish. 10-second, 10 seconds is changing around a little bit. 5-second, it's pushing up a little bit, so we just have to wait and see. That's the lowest I could go, 5-second. Yes, sir. Chat, man, tell me. What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking, man? NFP, y'all going hard tomorrow or y'all just gonna chill? Oh, my boy is up. Kingy, I hear you, buddy. Are you awake? Zoe Comedy, what's going on, man? What platform I'm using for the instant funded? I'm using the funded hero. Yeah, you can't really send trade on Apex. What's up, buddy? Look, Daddy's talking to the people again. We were at the pool today.
We had so much fun. And then you came back and you fell asleep because you're tired. Did you have a good nap? You did? Nice. Okay. Look what Daddy doing. Look, this is you and Daddy now. Look. Yes, you right there. Yes, you. All right. Let's focus. Yeah, man. What you guys thinking, man? Tomorrow I'm going hard. Tomorrow I'm going hard for sure. Based off the market structure, should be a sell-off. Hopefully, higher time frame correlates with the smaller time frame. It has to. Matter of fact, it's not even higher time frame correlating. It's not even higher time frame correlating with smaller time frame. It would be more so the smaller time frames correlating with the higher time frame. The smaller time frame have to come together within each little minutes, each little seconds to make the bigger 15-minute candle, 30-minute candle, H1 candle, H4 candle. You see what I'm saying? So like these smaller time frame make up the higher time frame. So we really don't need to be watching the lower time frame too much unless we're really scalping. The time frame we should really be focusing on the most is, in my opinion now, with my experience now, is 15-minute time frame, 30-minute time frame, H1 time frame, and H4 time frame. Out of those 4 time frames, I really like the H4 time frame. Why? Because on the higher time frame, on the H4 time frame, I have more of a peace of mind seeing the overall picture of that candle for 4 hours than watching the 5-minute or 1-minute time frame doing a candle every 1 minute, every 5 minutes for buys and sells, confusing me. You see what I'm saying? So I really, really love the H4 time frame. At least from what I've been seeing in my experience now, I think the H4 time frame is way, way better than all the other time frames. And then the next on my list would be H1 and daily time frame. That's my best time frame. And then when it comes to entries, 15-minute time frame is cool. Because 15-minute time frame, you need 4 15 minutes to give you 1 hour. And 8 15 minutes, 4 15 minutes to give you 1 hour, yeah. And then how many 15 minutes it would take to give you 4 hours? So if it's 8, let's do the math. We don't really need to know that, but I guess it's one of those cool things. It's good to know. So 8 times 4. Damn, 32 candles. We need 32 candles on the 15-minute time frame. Oh my god. Is it? I think I might be doing the math wrong. Hold on. Let's see. 15 minute. 15 minute, that's 30. That's 2. Then you get 4 of those. Okay, 4 15-minute, I give you an hour. Times 4. 16. We need 16 15-minute candles to give us 1 4-hour candle. Yeah, because 32 was way too big. I was like, whoa, that's not it. But yeah, that's what it is, man. That's the market. And if we could just align ourselves with the market and just be able to, move aligned, I think we're going to have much more success, We're going to have much more success. And if we are a lot more strategic with our execution, we definitely going to have success. Because guys, execution is the most important part of trading. The most, right? Because first, here, if I had to list the order of importance when it comes to trading, it would be psychology, 1, execution, 2, strategy, 3, and then timing. All right, these are the 4 level of importance of things that should come first to last, in my opinion, now when it comes to trading. Literally. Because the thing is, you can have a good strategy, but if your execution is horrible, you're not going to be profitable. You can have a good strategy, but if your emotion is not in check, you're not going to be profitable. So you need to have all of those things checked first before you could actually become a profitable trader. Because any person could go in the market, place a buy or sell, and make profit. But how do you repeat that process and then be able to scale? So psychology and execution out of those lists is the 2 most important ones, because those are the 2 most important ones that's going to allow you to be able to repeat the process and then be able to scale. So it's very important to understand that, and I'm going to keep preaching that to my students until we fully are aligned. And it's going to take some time to adjust, because like I said, a lot of you guys, you've been following me and you've seen the style I traded, and that made me a lot of profit, got me my name. You guys know me now as Jackpot, whatever, because of what I was doing. And that's all simply because of the strategy that I use. That helps me see the market probably better than most, and I make a lot of profit, even if I'm having poor execution. That's just what it is. But now, in order to level up, having a good strategy with great execution and good psychology is only going to take us to the top. So I hope you guys are following my footstep, and let's just get locked in, man, and get to work, because we are closer than we think. We are super closer than we think. It's just a matter of taking action. So tomorrow, NFP is going to be one of those moments where we could take action. That's just what it is. It's going to be one of those moments where I think something big could happen, and whatever you could do to show some level of boldness in the market, tomorrow is your chance to do it. So you're going to have to do it anyway, but do it at a time where there's a high potential that you could get a big move, meaning we're going to have high volume in the market, and that will be tomorrow, NFP, also to start the new month. So let's get ready, let's get locked in, and good luck to y'all, man. Good luck to y'all, man. Good luck tomorrow. All right, be ready, come bold, you know what I'm saying, and just take action. Take action. All right. Once you take action, I think things is going to start working out for you. So let's just stay focused, team. Let's just stay focused. What's going on, Bradley? Yeah, I got young Jackpot with me. Next generation. You know what I'm saying? He's a good little boy. He had a good time with daddy so far. All right. I'm locking in. I didn't even be going live. Yeah, man. Bradley, lock in, man. We do this every Wednesday. We start on Sunday and we end it on Thursday around this time. Damn, God is trying to leave us, man. What the hell's going on? This is not the game plan. Sam James said he just so good. He said, man, he's like, Jack, I hear you and all, but I'm going to go ahead and take my trade right now. Sheesh. I'm kind of feeling like, damn, what's going on? Yeah, that's crazy, huh? Gold is dropping like that already. There is no way. Let's see the H4. All red bearish from that H4. It's going to be like that for the next H4, for the next 4 hours. How many more time it has left? Oh, that was a decent entry from the daily. Yeah, I'm still going to wait for NFP, man. I'm still going. I feel like I'm gonna wait for NFP anyway. I may miss out. Ooh, it's whatever. We'll just have to wait and see how it all plays out for real. But it is dropping fast, man. I'm not liking this, to be honest. I was expecting a little bit more of a consolidation, right? A little pullback to the top to give us an entry. It could still do it. Remember, we're not even in London session yet, so I'm not even worried too much. It's probably breaking these areas to just create new lows for tomorrow. It could go smooth. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, I think we're gonna pull back right about now. We should get a nice little pullback right about now, right at that trend line. I highly doubt it's gonna break that. And look, don't be surprised if price reverse on you because I called this. We could potentially have a seller's trap. So if you're in a sell right now, in profit, make sure you have stop loss in profit or at entry. Because this could be one of the biggest trap for it to go up for a buy for now, going into London session. So we have to watch it and see what's going on. Yeah, that's just what's going on right now. Make sure this is fixed. Yeah, man. I'm about to go watch all the other ones. That's what's up, man. I'm glad you locked in, Bradley. I'm just getting warmed up, man. Haven't even hit my momentum yet. Just been preparing for real. Let me see what's going on here. Alright, this is good. It's weird. This camera was working perfectly fine. And now it's like it's not getting me in the frame. The hell? I guess it's whatever, right? The meeting is pretty much done. Sheesh, that gold just keep dropping, man. What's going on? Camera is not doing us justice right now, but it's alright. I'm locking in first. Man, look, man. We just getting warmed up, bro. We getting ready for round two. Round two, man. Going hard. All it takes is a breakthrough, guys. Tomorrow, like I said, tomorrow NFP could give that chance for real. But we are dropping nicely. We did drop a little nicely from that daily entry. Can't deny that. That was almost 100 pips. That was 90 pips just from that daily entry alone. And so pretty nice to see. Yeah, man, so that's pretty much it for me, guys. Any questions for me so far? Anything? Yeah, Brady, let's stay locked in, man. Send me a message on Telegram at Jackpot PMG or Instagram at Jackpot PMG so I can give you more of an update on everything that's kind of been going on. Sheesh, this gold is. Why is it dumping like this so early? Like, dude. Yeah, let's see. One, two, three, four, five. The past five candles on the H4, although it's been slow, but they have been bearish. So I'm keeping that in mind as well. I'm watching it as it's happening. Let's see if it breaks this trend line real quick. I got a few more minutes to the new hour come up. Here, good entry. Here, good entry. Let's see. I'm still going to wait for the news because I want to take all my risks on the news tomorrow. I think it's going to do a big one. Yeah, I think it's going to pull back here, trap early sellers, make them feel like they're missing out, like I'm feeling right now. Enter sells here, pull back, trap them, and miss out on big opportunity tomorrow. I've seen this play multiple times, guys, so I'm not really going to react based on, oh my God, it's leaving me, I don't want to miss out. Yeah. Now, if you're in a sell already, cool, bro. Just make sure you have stop loss take profit, you feel me? But I done seen this play a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? And especially when there's high impact news. Unless I was already in this trade since this morning, I'm not going to do it. That is coming, okay? That is almost done. Yeah, man. Unless, yeah. Like I said, experience. Right now, I'm letting my experience take over. Like I said, I've seen this play. I've seen this play way too many times to fall for it this time. So I'm gonna wait, sit on my hands, wait for tomorrow, a New York session. I'm gonna wake up early, in front of my chart, hour before. I'm already gonna redo my analysis. Not even redo, just locking in and making sure that everything looks good, and then from there, get going. Yeah, man. Having stop loss at break even, stop loss at entry, best bet. Because, like I said, this could be a crazy trap. It could be a crazy trap, so be careful. That's all I would say, be careful. But overall, guys, I feel good about where we at right now, because we are learning so much about not only the strategy, but how to execute the strategy, which is one of the most important, psychology and execution. All right. The game plan for me to trade tomorrow when there's more high impact news is all part of a execution game plan. You see what I'm saying? It's a part of the execution game plan. I know tomorrow is going to be more volume in the market due to NFP, non-farm payroll, high impact news in the market. There will be volume, so therefore I want to take my best trades exactly at that time. And I want to be in front of my chart an hour before. Enter the trade maybe 10 to 5 minutes before the news and capitalize on the play. That's proper execution. Now, if I win or lose, that's just a strategy. I'm going to be able to repeat that process maybe next time with bigger risk if I won a good amount of profit, or maybe lesser risk if I ended up losing on that trade. Either way, win or lose, nothing changes. Nothing changes at all, except that was just an attempt in the market. But we took it at the best time possible. So execution is key, guys. So tomorrow we locking in on that NFP play. And then also too, the 4-for-4 timing, the game plan, the timing game plan is also part of the execution game plan as well, because we need to know the right time window to actually execute in the market. Because if you don't know how to execute in the market, you're not going to go to the next level in trading. You're not going to be able to scale. So you need to be able to understand the 4-hour window you have to trade in the market, execute properly, so you are able to capitalize on your winning probabilities in the market using the jackpot strategy. And saying that, look at this, man. Look at this. What did I just say? Right? What did I just say? I told y'all. It's a trap. I've seen this way too many times. Imagine you selling here hard, going crazy. Imagine stacking trades here when it was dropping, thinking that you missing out on the sell, and then it does this. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Let's hide the analysis. Let's hide everything. Yeah, it drop, almost 100 pips plus, make us feel like, oh my god, I said it. Damn, this thing is dropping. Why is doing that? It's a trap. The experience that I've gained over the years helped me understand that this is a trap, because tomorrow that's when the volume come in. So they want to catch all the early sellers here, make them think that they're missing out, so they could enter, so their stop loss will get triggered, get demotivated, and then from there tomorrow, major volume, that's when all the banks come in, drop their lot size, and bank. We want to be one of the banks. So we need to prepare ourselves so we could trade like the bank and execute properly. I guarantee you the bank, Chase, is not doing multiple lot size. I'll tell you that right now. During NFP tomorrow, Chase is not doing multiple lot size. Chase is going to do the equivalent of about 500 to 2,000 in lot size. Just an estimate. It could probably be way more than that, because they have a lot of equity. They have a lot of volume. Them guys, they move a lot of volume in the market. I guarantee you they're going to do one, maximum probably 2 to 3 entries on the move that's going to happen based on NFP tomorrow, based on the market they're most focused on. That's how they trade. So that's how we should be trading as well, guys. So be ready, man. Be ready. Be ready, because tomorrow, I think we're going to get a good one tomorrow. Y'all be ready, man. I think we're going to get them tomorrow. So with that being said, my son just went in the fridge. He's about to bring me a bagel right now because he's hungry. So there it is. You want bagel? Daddy made dinner for you. You're going to eat something else. You hungry, right? See, guys? He bought me a bagel. That means he's hungry. All right, I'm going to make some food for you right now. With that being said, that's all for tonight's session for me, guys. All right? We already know the game plan for tomorrow. Let's be ready. Be prepared. Don't self-sabotage yourself. Don't over-risk tonight. Do all your risks London during New York session in FP and see how it goes. All right, with that being said, man, if you locked in, stay locked in, and let's get to work, man. That's all for today's session, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.